BCCI Chief Selector Ajit Agarkar has declared the 15-man squad for the ICC 2023 squad. Rohit Sharma has been announced as the captain with Hardik Pandya as the vice-captain. Other than that, Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer and KL Rahul are also a part of this team. Sunil Yashkalra is going to be joining us momentarily to talk about this, but KL Rahul has been included in India's squad despite not having played any competitive cricket since May 2023. Rahul is the first choice for wicketkeeper, but is currently preparing to fly out of Sri Lanka for the Super 4 stage of the Asia Cup after passing a fitness assessment. Middle order batsman Tilak Verma and fast bowler Prasidh Krishna are the two players from the current squad of 17 in Sri Lanka to have missed out along with Sanju Samson.
Talk about the balance all over strength batting bowling all. Now looking back 2 years ago, there was so much talk about Hardik Pandya. How happy are you that he's come through that last one time so well? Bowling well, and also batting so well. But the value he lets there is tremendous.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt. I mean, you saw the quality in the last game against Pakistan. Under pressure, both of them, Ishan and Hardik, put their hand up and got the team to a good score. And obviously, adds a lot to the bowling side of our scheme of things as well, because, can bowl quick, can bowl that hard lengths, has bowled well in the last one and a half years for us. So, a complete package, to be honest, for us. So, his form will be crucial for us, because, some guy who does both the things, bowls and bats for the team, obviously are going to be quite important. And the way he batted in the last game shows that, he's got a very mature head on his shoulder, because that was a good knock to watch from the outside under pressure. So these are good qualities of good batsmen. And
all right, Sunil Yashkalra, my colleague, joins us on the program. He's also the founder of India Sports Fan. Sunil, I hope you can hear me.
Absolutely loud and clear, Vinny.
Sunil, not much of a surprise, this squad that has been announced, but perhaps KL Rahul continues to get a longer rope than any of his predecessors have gotten in the past when it comes to being selected in the World Cup. What do you make of that? He hasn't played competitive cricket since May 2023.
I think in the history of World Cup cricket, KL Rahul becomes the most lucky player ever to get a long rope. I think what he's done for himself is that he's got people at the high level, high end, who've been pushing his case despite non-performance. And I think it's a matter of great shame, especially coming from the host. And for someone who's got this emotions and everything all rolled up into it, I think it's a sad day for Indian selection team for actually picking up a player who's come from an injury, who hasn't performed and who's been in and out. He's a flat track bully who does phenomenally well in India. And at the same time, one should, the heart bleeds for Sanju Samson, who's actually more deserving, more capable, and perhaps is the unluckiest player in the history of Indian World Cup cricket. Vineet?
Sunil, Ishan Kishan has also been included. He's a reserve wicketkeeper, and he's also shown his utility very recently. He's got 3 half centuries tucked under his belt. It's going to be interesting to see whether he's going to be rewarded for these performances at the World Cup by being part of the 11.
I think when you look at the team composition, I think the think tank of Rahul Dravid will not want to take a passenger in the team. Of course, every team has a passenger. And I think in our case is KL Rahul, who's certainly not fit. At the same time, Ishan Kishan is your number one wicket keeper. He's a traditional wicket keeper. Although he's brilliant in T20, he has to also prove his mettle in the 50-over game, but he's far superior as compared to KL Rahul. And also, you must realize that the innings that he played a couple of days ago against Pakistan was out of the box. He showed his resilience, maturity, stroke making, and the power to hit good balls outside the players' arena and outside the ropes. I think Ishan Kishan should be rewarded. He's your number one wicket keeper, and I think we should groom him for that. And as far as KL Rahul is concerned, I think he should be just warming the benches, bringing the drinks, and just taking the orders from the team. Vineet?
Right. Sunil, stay with us. The senior journalist, senior sports journalist, Mr. Harpal Singh Bedi is also with us on the program. Mr. Bedi, a very good afternoon to you. I hope you can hear me.
Yeah.
Well, first up, sir, what do you make of the squad that has been announced? And I think in my lifetime, this is the first time I'm seeing an Indian squad being announced for the World Cup, which does not have an off-spinner.
No. How you know that this is going to be final squad? They have still an option. And they keep on changing. Now, see what happens with the next match against
So
Pakistan.
you're saying this is not the final squad?
No, this is a final squad, but India has an option. This is a final squad, but India has an option to make a change. Or not India, every other team is a final squad, but they have an option still to make
So does this even really matter? India runs the ICC. We can do whatever we want.
No. We are mistaken. We have, I think, overplayed our hand. Now they are also sick and tired that you are running see what mess we have made in ACC. So I think when you overplay your hand, even if you're a boss, you have to control your team. You cannot be overbearing. And if there is overbearing, there is going to be revolt. After all, if India is running ICC, but somebody has to play for, Australia has to play. India cannot play all alone because they have money and they have IPL. Now, what happened in Kandy? We have been exposed. Even our bowling was exposed yesterday by Nepal. So if Shubham Gill is there because just he scored some runs against Nepal, then God bless the team.
All right, sir.
Shikhar Dhawan is out. Shikhar Dhawan is out because you do not like his face. And KL Rahul, in spite of repeated injuries, he's inside in the team. Whether he will bomb the benches or not, that is beside the point. But the question is when you a player who is mortally scared of...
Understood, sir. I completely concur with your point. Mr. Rajkumar Sharma, Virat Kohli's coach, is also joining us for this conversation. Mr. Sharma, very good afternoon to you. I hope you can hear me, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Ajit Agarkar-led selection committee has picked up this particular squad. What do you make of it? We don't want to talk about Virat Kohli. We don't want to talk about Rohit Sharma. There are a few chinks in the armour. I'm not sure how fit Jasprit Bumrah is. I'm not sure what Surya Kumar Yadav is going to be doing. He's only got an average of 24.22, and this is the first time in my life that the Indian squad is going to be playing a World Cup without an off-spinner.
Well, I think Ashwin would be really missed because he was a senior bowler. Rest, I think it is almost the same team which was expected. I was expecting Chahal also to be there because he would have been very handy as a leg spinner. And I seriously thought, but they have preferred to have two left-arm spinners. I think Akshar has got not because of his batting ability. But I think Chahal should have been there in the team. So there must have been a toss between him and Kuldeep Yadav, and the cricketers and the management has gone for Kuldeep Yadav, who is also bowling well these days. So more or less it is the same team expected,
So thank you for being here with us. Sunil, one more question. Akshar Patel, Ravindra Jadeja, Hardik Pandya, three all-rounders in the squad as well. Is this a cushion that India has to leverage?
What about Shardul Thakur? I'm not sure about that. But yes, three all-rounders coming from
I never
Gujarat.
mentioned Shardul Thakur's name. Yeah, Akshar Patel, Jadeja and Pandya.
Yes, absolutely. You have three all-rounders, and they come from Gujarat, and they seem to be doing pretty well. But I think it's over-reliance on all-rounders. At the same time, at the cost of an off-spinner. You must realize Ashwin, on any given day, from T10 to hundreds to test match, is a match winner. And that's what he did in 2011. Remember, you played an Ashwin in 2011 World Cup, and now you are letting go of the experience that he's amassed over the last 12 years. I think it's a sad composition. It doesn't give confidence to a fan, and I'm speaking purely from a fan's perspective, that it's not giving the kind of comfort and the confidence that perhaps a critic or a fan negotiator like you and me would want our team India to have. Vinny.
Right. Sunil, the home advantage, is that something that India will definitely capitalize on? And we have seen England's track record as well when they play in India, right from the days of Greg and Ian Chappell. Is that something that is also going to serve as the 12th man on the field for India?
Well, I think at a time when, at a pace where the world cricket is moving to baseball in a 50 overs match where they're looking at 400 odd runs, you are going at a situation where our seam bowling is also not in place, and at the same time your spinners are not in place. At the same time, you've got too many injuries coming up. What do you make of it, Vineet? For me, I am at loss of words when it comes to talk about this team selection. I'm seriously, I'm flabbergasted, to put it mildly, and that's what I can put it right now. Vineet.
Sunil, in your opinion, who's that one player that you would have want to omit from the squad that we are flashing on our screens?
It's KL Rahul, and KL Rahul. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but him being a part of the squad.
Non-deserving, non-performing asset India has carried for way too much, far too long, and I think it's a sad day.
Why do you think that he keeps?
What do you think?
Why do you think he keeps getting selected over and over again? There is genuine talent that we get to see which emanates out of the IPL as well.
I would love to have a fortune like that. In fact, Sanju Samson should be putting a question like this. Why does he get selected? A half-fit KL Rahul gets selected. And I think I've watched him from the 2019 World Cup. He walks in, he scores one inconsequential match, and people talk about real talent. In fact, it's not me. It's when you look at the global critics, they would be laughing themselves, saying that another non-performer or one non-performer has made it to the Indian team. And I think, why does he get selected? I think he goes to a temple which we perhaps don't know, and perhaps Sanju Samson should go and visit the same temple and do some Marti Puja and get back into the team. Otherwise, Samson, in the morning, we were talking to Virat Kohli sir's coach, Mr. Rajkumar Sharma. He said he wants to see Sanju Samson, but KL Rahul will make the cut. And that's what has happened.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.